Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you're returning, it's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general weekly collective reading. This isn't, for any specific zodiac sign, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm starting out with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I have just a traditional tarot deck with keywords, and then the guidance or advice is going to come from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. My animal cards wanted to talk today. So, let's see what's going on for this week. As I'm recording this, the moon is in Virgo. We will have, or at least we'll start, the Pluto retrograde on May 1st. It's gonna, start off in Aquarius and then go back into Capricorn. I believe this retrograde lasts until October, so we'll be starting that. And then towards the end of this week, we're gonna have the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which should be very interesting. I know, for me this week, a lot has, been going on. So I don't know, if you guys, I feel like I want to tell you to, pay attention to what has been happening, from last week as we get through the end of this week, because that Scorpio lunar eclipse will be a big one. But yeah, let's jump in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection. I'm not sure of the degrees of the full moon eclipse, but remember we have the South Node in Scorpio as well. So I'm going to look at the degrees, and you can feel free to look at the degrees and see how close they'll actually be, because the moon is going to, go over the South Node. And then remember we have all of this Taurus energy still going on as well, which is opposing the Scorpio energy. So let me do one more, and then we'll jump right on in. They're saying one more, so. So bottom of the deck we have the dragon, which is, spirit element. And I want to say, let me look, because the dragon is what chakra is the dragon? In the egg, the black egg. I believe it's the crown chakra. Oh no, the dragon is actually the third chakra. So it's the solar plexus. Wow, I didn't know that. I'll tell you guys, I don't read the books, I read the cards intuitively. But, because normally when I feel this card, it just feels like, it does feel like, heightened intuition. It feels like, someone's intuition, or what's the word I want to use? it feels like it's like just strongly connected, whatever this is for you. And yeah, I mean, with the stingray, we have water, and then we have the nightingale with air. And like I said, connected on the stingray, you see how all of the chakras are aligned? That's like, when your chakras are in order, it's almost like you're vibing at your highest vibration. And that's what it feels like to me. Like sometimes I do feel the energy of like a watcher energy. So some of you could be in that position, but it's almost like it almost feels like everything is heightened. Like all of your senses are just like working at max capacity. I've never felt this before in a reading, but it's like it's kind of giving me tingles all over my body, um, like little sparks that are all like working together. But the nightingale is air energy, and it speaks to communication. It speaks to using your voice, speaking your truth, whether this is you or how you know however it resonates for you. But it feels like, yeah, someone is exercising. I do feel throat chakra energy off of this card. But I'm kind of like, let me see this here. Right, okay, it is the solar plexus. Because I'm like, yeah, the root, sacral, solar. They just have them listed, numbers. Um, so I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, it's almost like I want to say like someone's raw power or true power feels like is causing this nightingale energy. It's either causing you to speak out, or you know this could be happening to someone and they're coming to say something to you. But I also am getting like the energy of like someone being shown what like alignment looks like. I've never felt it that way before. Or someone could be seeing, your alignment, how aligned you are within yourself. But let's see what's going on. What messages do we need for the collective? What messages? Look, I'm telling y'all. I don't know. We'll see. Spirit will put it together for us as they always do. There's another one. Then we have the Lamb, which is earth energy. Someone's being protected as well with this dragon energy and this lamb from this energy here. We got the hyena energy at the bottom, which is a very, it's a shadow energy. It almost makes me feel like whoever or whatever this energy is, it's in like panic mode with the fire ant energy. And it's almost like they're wanting to like come towards this lamb, but it's almost like both of these cards, hyena and fire ant, are fire energy. It's almost like someone is you know working out of their darker side, and this energy is very aligned. So it's almost like I'm hearing a God's child, and it's like that's what that feels like to me. Hmm. Yeah, it almost feels like someone, you know, like I'm getting anger off of this, but it's because whoever is in this energy, they're working out of their lower chakras. They're in their shadow side, but whoever is in this lamb energy and dragon energy, for some of you, the lamb and the dragon is the same energy, but I am getting like a sense of protection as well, because the lamb, you know, it's a lamb. It's very pure, very innocent energy. And either, you know, if that's you, it's like someone is not, like it's almost like maybe you're like too bright for them. But this energy here is very like it's like very low vibrational. Very low vibrational energy. Let me get another one. So many. But this land energy is like they're very alert, so they could sense, you know, that hyena and fire ant energy. But let's see. Any other messages for the collective as it pertains? Yeah. The eagle. Yeah, you're flying above this energy with the eagle here. You have, it's almost like whoever's in this energy, the eagle being air, like you're very there's a focus, there's, you know, like determination, there's a willpower to like, I almost feel it, even though it's air energy, it kind of makes me feel like chariot energy, like there's just a, you know, a balance, like a, you know, a balance that you have. And like I said, for some of you, the eagle, like I said, I felt that energy of like light. It's like someone could be trying to like dim your light. Wanting to like put out your light, but that's not gonna happen. Even if they tried, it wouldn't happen. Confirmation, like here it is, the phoenix. And I'm hearing, you know, Rihanna's shine bright like a diamond, like literally. But it's like almost, I don't know, like that energy at the bottom of the deck, that hyena and fire ant energy, maybe that's energy that, you know, someone who's looking at you is going through, because with the hummingbird at the bottom, it's almost like whoever is watching you, or even if you're watching someone, it's like you, like you're, what's the word? Like you're in awe, you're intrigued, you're attracted to this energy. And now they're playing, what's his name? Is it Khalid or Khalid? Talk. And, you know, here's more air energy. So it's like someone, you know, just wants to talk to you. Because behind that, we have the black egg, which is the throat chakra. But it almost almost makes me want to say, like, especially with this dolphin and butterfly here, it's like you're out of their reach. They can't get to you. They cannot get to you. So it's almost like that's what that anger is, wanting to talk to you. Because now they're drawing me to the throat chakra, which normally the throat chakra is blue, but it's red here, and that's the energy of those lower chakras, the root chakra. You know, you start at red, then you go up orange, yellow, green, blue. I guess you would call it like indigo or purple. Like that's how the chakras go, and it's like someone they I don't know. I don't know. It feels just like maybe they're angry due to repression. Let's see. Because it's almost like whoever's in this lamb energy, because you're in this eagle energy, like coming from higher perspective, you're working out of your higher chakras. With this phoenix energy, some of you have, transformed, or even like, maybe transformed is not the right word, but it's almost like, again, like I'm getting balance. Like you're this, I don't know what else to say, like pure, innocent, very childlike energy. And this phoenix energy is like, you actually, from whatever you've done in the eagle energy, it's caused you to like, mature. It did cause you to like, the phoenix rising. You have to burn away a piece of yourself in order to rise. It's like whatever transformation you've had, like it made you bigger. Like it was bigger, and it was better for you. But it was like, for some of you, it was completely like all spiritually guided. So let's see. And it's almost like someone is admiring it. Like, it's kind of like giving me with this hummingbird, like the outside looking in. But it's because like they're looking at it from the outside looking in, but your transformation happened from the inside out. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, which is, that card of introspection. It's a card of, soul searching. It's a card of, inner guidance. It says self-discovery. It says a spiritual quest, meditation, retreat, rest. And as I'm recording this, the Hermit is Virgo energy. The moon is in Virgo right now. And then we have the High Priestess. Yes. And this is exactly like some people, for me as a reader, I like the High Priestess and the Hermit together. Because they can be like a very highly spiritual, couple. Even though they're not traditionally a couple, the High Priestess is, normally goes with the the Hierophant or the Magician. But this energy here, to me, is like the like I said, the masculine and the feminine energy at its highest capacity with the Hermit and the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is, intuition, it's wisdom, it's, it's hidden knowledge, it's, the subconscious realm. And the Hermit, it's almost like, it's the perfect alignment of two opposite energies, because the Hermit is Virgo and the High Priestess is looked at as Pisces. For me, it's Pisces and Cancer. Um, but it's like it's like a delicate balance that someone is holding within themselves. And someone, like, there's another energy that's looking. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Moon. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, and it's like I said, like I feel that energy of someone wanting to come towards this energy, but it's almost like they're being blocked. For some of you, it's physically, spiritually, they're being blocked from coming towards you, because it's almost like they have something that they need to do. And it's almost like this Knight of Pentacles and the Moon is like almost like them procrastinating. It's almost like this Moon is coming through as, their need to go through. There's some type of fear or, you know, um, I don't know, illusion that this person is causing them to be in that hyena energy. Like, it's very dark energy, that hyena and that fire ant, but it's like it's festering in this person, because I can feel it in my chest. Like like heat is like a ball of heat is like spinning in my chest. That's how it feels like. And it's like it's like with the Three of Wands, which is normally a card of, like your ships coming in, um, you know, forward movement. It could be an arrival or departure. There's no water in that Three of Wands. So it's like whatever this person is hoping for, it's not coming. So let's see what's going on. What messages do we need as it pertains to the energy for this week, for the collective? The Moon. The Four of Cups. The Five of Cups. For some of you, what I'm getting just already with these cards out is someone is regretting ever trying to, like, I don't know if it could have been like some, even like try to attack you in some kind of way, like, because that's how it feels like with this ego energy. It's almost like someone is regretting what they've done in trying to attack you, or trying to, I don't know, dim your light, or like put you down, or like literally take you out. Someone is regretting that choice. And I say that because look at what's at the bottom, the Magician. This is what you like, is coming through as what you've done. Like, because the Magician, he does stuff. He creates illusion. He, is the master of deception. And it's in a low vibration. In a high vibration, the Magician, is a manifester, is a creator. He uses what he has to, create what he wants. He has all the tools that he needs at his disposal. But if this was someone working out of a lower energy, they're regretting that choice. They're regretting trying to do anything for you. And it's like Spirit is making them, face themselves really with the Moon, and they don't want to. So it's like, it's almost I don't even know why this energy is coming out like this, y'all. But it's almost like, because they're drawing me to back to that fire and hyena, them being in that hyena energy, or even if this is you, like, because I'm not placing blame on either side. It just is what it is. I'm just reading the cards as I feel the energy. And it's like the more that whoever tried to do whatever, that they fester and stay in that low vibration, they are creating that fire and energy around them. They're creating their own hell. And the spirit is like, no, you got to face that. I want to say, like, the last reading that I did is like, was speaking in regards to, karma, and how you cannot outrun the consequences of your actions. You did that. And I'm like, I don't know whether you did it or not. I'm just saying, whoever did whatever, you did that. Why you did it, it doesn't matter. It was what was your intention? That's what matters. Like, what was your intention behind it? What did you gain? Because from just the feeling of these cards, it looks like you just gained, like, the Five of Cups. Did you do it because you were bored? Because that's what the Four of Cups is. But now it's like it's almost like what you tried to create for someone else became your reality. And spirit is like almost ensuring it with this dragon energy. Yep, look. You created a fucking nightmare for yourself. Because this Nine of Swords, is suffering, it's worry, it's anxiety, sleepless nights. Look, it says overwhelmed by guilt and regret. It's almost like someone, it could be a masculine energy. We have the King of Wands at the bottom. Like, you took someone's kindness for weakness. But look who's backing this energy, this lamb energy. Like, it's almost like, They keep referring to the dragon as God. But I know, everyone has their own beliefs. So, but I mean, if you're watching tarot, hey. So, because to me, like, tarot to me is like the Bible in picture form. It's literally, like, I learned the Bible through tarot. But yeah. Let's see. Ooh. Let's look at this dragon energy. Can you give me one for this dragon energy? And look, now I'm telling y'all, the Ace of Pentacles, I'm asking them to tell me about it. And the Ace of Pentacles is like a gift. It's looked at sometimes as even the hand of God, given, a gift, an opportunity, a blessing. I'm going to get another one. Tell me about this dragon energy. Whoa. Too many. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Do not mean for that to happen. We have the Hermit fall, but I'm going to put it back. Because it's almost like, it's like Spirit is bestowing this Ace of Pentacles upon this lamb energy. Look, then we have the High Priestess at the bottom again. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, I don't know if someone like I really don't know if someone tried to hurt you, or because the Three of Swords, it could be severed ties. It's the energy of pain and heartbreak. For some of you, you're actually being rewarded for separating or removing yourself from whoever's in this energy down here, because it was almost like they're saying tainted, tainted, tainted. They would have tainted your energy. So for some of you, this is the reward of separating from this person. Hmm. And some of them are realizing, like, it's almost like, how can I say this? Because we have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. This is that fire ant energy. And it's almost like now someone's looking back in hindsight, and like again, it's like looking over what they've done. It's almost like this Page of Swords caused this Three of Swords. And it was like maybe they wasn't expecting it to or let me say it like this, they were expecting it to break you, but it didn't. It actually made you stronger. And that's, oh my God, now it's coming to me that, like the quote, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Not to say that someone tried to kill somebody, I'm not saying that, but I don't know. So if that's your story, I don't know. But what didn't kill you, whoever this lamb energy is, it made you stronger. And someone is like, what now, like I said, with the Page of Swords, they're realizing like they couldn't break you. And with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands, look at what they have. It's almost like, how can I explain this? It's almost like now they're understanding why they're going through this Five of Wands. And it's almost like balance or stability, even for some, is evading them. Because this is like an energy of catching hell. And some of them are realizing like they should have just, like, how they say, leave well enough alone, and they didn't. Some of them, intentionally went after this Five of Wands energy. Some of them, created it. And I was clarifying the lamb energy, and look what came out. I couldn't even say the words. The Nine of Pentacles. So if you're a single energy, the Nine of Pentacles is just a single independent energy. You're this lamb. And like I said, it's like someone tried to take from you. It's like they tried to take from you. But in the three, from the 6 to the 9 is the Three of Pentacles. But they want to work with you too. Like, what? Mm-mm. Nope. Can I get another one for the lamb? The lamb. It's a very, it's a self-sufficient, it's a very, again, like I was feeling that energy of like, discipline, focus, even integrity. It says consistent effort. The completion of a project brings reward. Yes. Ten of Cups. I'm telling you. For some of you, if you're this single person, you're about to, like, I feel like there's a coming together with something or someone that it's gonna bring about this Ten of Cups energy, because it's like, again, it's like it's a reward. But it also says being aligned with your true nature. That's what I feel also. I felt that from the beginning. So we're going to look at this. It's like someone is going to have to like be forced to watch. The Page of Swords just fell on my lap. Could be a masculine energy. It's like they're going to be forced to watch this. It's like they're seeing what the hand of God is in your life. Look, Seven of Swords. Whoever tried to stop, deceive, manipulate this Phoenix energy, it's almost like they're wishing. I think I got this. I don't know. Was it for the fire signs? They're wishing that they would have left well enough alone. That they should have just walked away. But it's like they couldn't. They couldn't just walk away. They couldn't just leave it alone. So let's look at them. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? They tried to steal your happiness, steal your something that was yours. They tried to take it with that Seven of Swords here, but we have the Fool. And now it's like with this coming out with the Nine of Swords, it's like they're realizing their impulsive, their careless, reckless behavior. Yeah, they have to sit in it with the Two of Wands. Can I get another one for the Nine of Swords? And I don't want this to sound like, I'm, happy that this person is going through it. No, but it's real shit. Like, I tell people all the time, like, this shit is not a game. You play life like a game, you deserve to lose. Because it's not a game. It's not okay to feel that you can do anything to anybody because you feel that you can or whatever and think that you're going to escape the consequences of that. No, it don't work like that. It does not work like that. And somebody is obviously finding this out. They're realizing how foolish they really were. And it doesn't matter what you've done. You did it. You tried to take, look. But you were feeding the devil in you. You were feeding your need for, with the Six of Pentacles, the need to, how can I say it? It was just like low energies. Like you were just in low vibrational energies, whoever this is. It was like you wanted what you wanted. You didn't care about nobody else. It's a very selfish energy. A very selfish energy. Because, like the devil, and I'm not saying the devil like it's a person, it's the energy. You feed that energy, yeah, it's going to make it seem like, you're getting what you want, everything is going to be just fine. Nah, that energy will switch up on you so fast. There's a quote that they're giving me, and oh my God, what movie was that? God is for real. That's the spirit. That's the name of the movie, and I watched it. And at the end of the movie, there was a couple different storylines in it, but in one of the storylines that hit home was a son who had he was running a big company. It was actually the guy who played Superman. Dean Clark, I want to say his name is. He played Superman, on Lois and Clark or whatever his name is, Dean something. But he he treated his mother horribly. He put her in a home. He wouldn't go see her. And he had a sister, and she would say, like, you need to go see mom. You need to go see mom. He was like, what would I go see her for? She had dementia. So he was like, what would I go see her for? She probably wouldn't remember me. But, you know, he just had that cocky, all about me, like a very negative, nasty attitude. So when at the end of the movie he went to go see her, and she says to him, or he, you know, he says to her, like, how he was like, look at me, look at all that I have, look at what, you know, I built and I made of myself, but look at you. Not in verbatim, but basically that's what he said to her. And she said, he was like, you know, basically, I don't know how you were able to, you know, live your life this way, you know, being so good and so kind-hearted, and look at how you ended up. And she said, you know, sometimes when you realize what you've been giving your time, energy, and effort to was the devil, it's too late. It's too late. And it's, you know, it's ego, it's greed. It's like, whoever's in this energy, they're realizing they there's no escaping it now. There's no escaping it now. Can I get one for the Five of Cups? But yeah, that movie is it's called God Is For Real. Watch that movie if you're able to. Yeah. For some of them, you know, they could have lost a home. For some of them, they could have lost stability with this Four of Wands here. But ultimately, it's like they sacrificed for something that wasn't, you know, it was that devil energy. Hmm. Because they didn't want to let it go. Whatever, you know, whatever story, illusion, delusion, they didn't want to let it go. They didn't want to walk away from it. It's like they were walking around and holding on to so much emotional trauma that they didn't know how to be without it. And it's like any time that it got, you know, triggered almost or highlighted, they went into this Seven of Swords energy. Like to try to, like, almost like it's making me feel like deflect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Death card. For the Four of Cups, and it's like I almost feel like this person was, again, like, just resistant to change. And it does say, because, you know, even though the card came out upright, it says unable to move, lack of hope, resistant to change. They really were. They dismissed it. They dismissed something. This Ace of Cups between the 4 and the 5 was the Ace. A new emotional start, a new, like, emotional cleansing or renewal, and they chose to, you know, continue to feed that dart no matter what it was. And it's almost like spirit is showing this person, like, almost like what I'm getting here is how pain is a gift. This person let whatever pain or hurt they went through make them bitter. And pain is a gift. And it's being shown to them through another person, whether that's you or however this is resonating for you. How this Lamb energy turned their pain into power. Whoa. We had one flip over. Did we? Tell me about this moon, and then we'll grab the guidance or advice. The moon. Mm-hmm. Here's that five of wands, that fire energy again. The moon. Come on, spirit. Look at this. Mm-hmm. And the Ace of Cups. Just talked about it. just talked about it. And it's almost like they tried to avoid whatever, they tried to bury whatever pain, hurt, whatever this Three of Swords was or is for someone. They tried to bury it. They didn't want to face it. The moon is here. It brings it up. It brings in clarity. Now it's like this person is just sitting in darkness, wishing, having a lot of, resentment over this. Like it's almost like a victim mentality. But it was like spirit, tried to guide you in the right direction. They tried to guide you. But it's like you shunned this energy. You shunned it. Because now the Two of Wands fell on the floor. But it's like you're looking at it now, wondering like, well, where's this at? It honestly is not coming. Because the 2 to the 5 is the 3. And it's like you're looking, how they always say, like, hindsight is 20/20. Yep. And now it's just like, we got the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Now it's seeing, the fruits of your labor. Seeing what it was that you decided to invest in yourself and how you ultimately created a burden for yourself. There's that 6 of Pentacles is here on the 7. And that's what you're looking over. Y'all see that? How you invested in only what you wanted. Your selfish tendencies or needs or wants. Whatever, desires that you had. Thinking that you were going to be, on top. Does not work like that. Now look, with the 10 of Wands, it's like it's like, what did I create for myself? Stagnation, confusion. Like for some of you, straight up, like you're being rejected because it's all over because of something that you couldn't get over emotionally within yourself. As this King of Cups and the 6 of Swords, you couldn't get over it emotionally. It's like you ultimately betrayed yourself with the 10 of Swords. It's like you betrayed yourself, and that's what I said. Oh man, what was it? I just seen a quote about this, and it said, "The ultimate sin is betraying yourself." Put these back in order, y'all. Hold that. Yep, it said the ultimate sin is betraying yourself. And that's exactly what this person's done. So spirit ain't gonna, Damn. It's almost like giving me an energy of like you thought you knew better. But clearly, because it's here, it's a very stubborn energy here, refusing to change. You wouldn't change. You refused it. You refused it. And if y'all notice, like, there's no court cards out here. Other than this 9, you can't even really consider the Queen of Pentacles or the 9 of Pentacles a court card. There are no court cards out here. So this is not, I don't, This is saying to me, like, just what I just said, the ultimate sin is to betray yourself. And someone is, like I said, they're realizing that. And for some of you, you know, someone could have tried, like I said, to do something to you. You healed from it. They expected you to, like, they expected to break you with this situation, but you didn't break. So if that's you, shout out to you. Because, you know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to not become like those who hurt you. And that's what happened to this person. They chose to let whatever or whoever that caused them this Three of Swords in the past, they allowed that to change, to, like, they became that. Instead of letting it make them better, it made them bitter. And when you harbor that kind of energy, this is what happens. You start a war within yourself. And the longer you keep doing that, the further and further away you get from yourself. And then, you know, like I said, like with energy and tarot, like, the person, whoever this is, if they have the capacity to realize it now, they realized it then. They maybe just didn't see it while, you know, in the midst of it. But they had an awareness, because to be the Seven of Swords, that takes intelligence. That takes, you know, being able to use your mind in a way. If you can manipulate some shit, you can do the right thing. You have to be smart to be in that Seven of Swords energy. How you think people, like, you know, for instance, you know, put together plans to rob banks? They're doing something manipulative, deceitful. You know, just they're working out of that energy, but they're, you know, they're using that mind power. Really think about that. But look at what was feeding them. Just wanting the greed or the money. Just wanting to, you know, when you think about stuff like that, we watch these movies all the time, but no one ever really, you know, I can't say we, because I don't watch movies just for entertainment. Movies, whatever is on TV, there's always something more. So a lot of people that just watch shit for entertainment, like, they miss the message. They miss the point. And you cannot be like that. So let's look at Gordon's advice. Bottom of the deck we have let it go. Yep, and that's what I'm telling y'all, the way that I'm feeling this energy, someone should have realized they should have let something go a long time ago, no matter what it is. Because now it's like they're stuck. The land between. It's the Two of Swords. I'm seeing it. They kept showing it to me as I was just shuffling this deck between the 7 and the 2. The Two of Swords. They don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. It's like now, it's like someone is wondering, like, how can I get to this space, like, of this lamb energy? Well, for one, drop your ego, because there's a lot of ego for you to come in and feel that you can, you know, reject God. Or it's like something like they're showing me someone slapping their hand, slapping, you know, another person's hand out, like, And somebody did that to spirit, God, whatever entity, however you want to look at it, someone did that. You slapped his hand or her hand, like I said, however you want to look at it. the guidance or advice for as it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective? What's the guidance or advice? We got broken open. I'm gonna read that because the way that the energy that I'm feeling when that card came out was like, yeah, you. How can I say this? Whoever this was, they didn't know how to receive, or they were closed off to receiving. So something, like I don't even know. Like it could be, a realization. It feels like a tower moment has either already happened or it's looming. For the majority of you with that Nine of Swords being here, it's already happened. Because there's a realization of your foolish actions, your foolish doings with the Fool and the Six of Pentacles here. So that is what's breaking you open. So let's see. 28. And then I say pain. Someone is being shown that pain is a gift. We have broken open. In the first words, it says the key concepts. It says the gift of grief, being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. Powerful, y'all. There are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it, without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unforeseen forces. This is that energy here. Because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase leading to relief. Yet, even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. I'm going to read that again. The gift is in accepting who you've become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through and to the other side is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. Yo, I'm telling you. It's like, some people are, almost so stubborn and hard-headed and just so, I don't even know the word because it's just like, this is crazy, y'all. It's like, some people are just, as much as they think that they're not, they're determined to learn the hard way. When life is so simple, it's not this complicated. It's not. If no, and I'm not saying that it's easy. Nobody said it would be easy, but it's simple. If something or someone, you go through something, you cannot allow it to like ultimately consume you. And I know it's not easy, but you have to have, the strength and the power and you have to want to do better. And it's sad, like some people don't want to. Some people don't want to until they're forced. And it's not, it's not a good feeling. But even if you're forced to do it, when you come out the other side, if you could say like, no, I didn't like what I went through. It hurt. It was uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. But I learned this or I took this from it, and you start moving in that way, that just like the car said, that is the gift. It doesn't matter the specifics of what happened. It doesn't matter as long as you evolved from it. It made you grow. Growth is it's painful. It's painful. It's not. Nobody said that life was going to be without pain. We all experience a spectrum of emotions every day. But it's just like someone was like, oh, just determined to like, no, not me, I'm not feeling this again. I'm not going through that again. And what they did was it became like very low vibrational because like it's crazy the things that people will do to prevent facing themselves. That victim mentality is really killing us today. It really is. It's not it's just that whole mentality. I hate it. Everybody's like, well, they did this to me or they did that to me. Okay, so what? People do stuff to people, but and I'm not saying it like that, but how it's all in how you choose to react to it. And the worst thing I've learned is to try to prevent something. That's what I've learned. The worst thing you could do is try to prevent something. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. But I don't know y'all. But that's the reading, y'all. I'm sorry for rambling. But I've been there. Like I said, I can't. People just automatically assume like, Well, I can't say that. I'm not gonna say people assume. I don't know what people assume, because at the end of the day, I really don't care. But people are so skeptical. But I can't. I cannot do these readings and not be able to. I can only speak about it and resonate and identify the energy to convey the messages to y'all because it's something that I went through. Like I'm not exempt from none of this shit. I don't want to be because I like I said, I seen what can happen when you try to prevent some shit. The best thing you can do is just like that card said, the gift of acceptance. Accept it and make peace with it within yourself. But some people just can't, and it's like, I don't know. But you know what they say, God has the power to show you, who's God. If you keep feeding that negative devil energy, what do you think your results are going to be? What do you think that's going to be? You cannot be so stuck and stubborn and set in your ways. Because it's not like, we all need that devil energy, but there's a balance. Like I said, I kept feeling that energy of needing like a delicate balance, and it's a very hard balance to hold. It really is. Like, it's so hard, y'all. Trying to balance that light and that dark within you is it's the hardest thing that I do. Because it's not like, I always, I hate talking like this. But it's a very fine, like it's hard. I know it is, because I struggle, and it's not even that I struggle, but I'm human. And when things happen to me, I have to, like, this is just me. I'm not saying that you have to be like me or anything like that. If something happens to me, the first thing I sit and I do is I think about, like, what did I do to cause this? I take a step back and I go within myself first. And then it's not even that I overthink. I just look at, seeing what my part is in it. But right after that, it's like, okay, well, this is what happened. This is how I know I contributed. What can I do to fix it for me? What do I need to do within me first, so that if this happens again, my reaction isn't the same? Or it really is like, you have to take a time out, and it's like people don't want to take that time out. They don't want to take that time and sit with themselves to see how because it's easier to do this than it is to look at yourself. And it's like, that's not okay with me, because I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. And that's exactly what happened in the situation that I was in. I couldn't point the finger. I knew something was up, but I couldn't point the finger, because you want to know what? When I sat down and I thought about it, I said, okay, you know what? I was, moving out of my ego to a certain extent. But I also was upfront and honest, and was like, well, if I'm telling you something and this is what it is, and you choose to, not take what I'm telling you as truth, that's not my problem. So then you can't get mad at me when, some shit plays out and it turns out to be true, because I told you. And, not even saying that I was in my ego in that situation, but I knew events leading up to that, what I was doing. And like I said, I wasn't doing anything, but, people feel like, I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoy this week, and this energy. Ultimately, you just, it's almost like, I'll put it like this, you want to give people, the benefit of the doubt. You want to believe that people are honest, So it's almost like, again, like, that energy that I was feeling of, someone's kindness being taken for weakness. Someone, in the situation could have thought, like, it was almost like, it could be a very naive energy, that lamb energy, because, you think people are like you when you're in that energy. And so it's, whatever I did to contribute, I did acknowledge it, but it wasn't like my intentions weren't that. That's how, I can say that. Like, my intentions weren't coming from a place of malice or of, resentment or hurt or none of that. So that's, like, how my situation, I was able to, see it and, make it come full circle for me. Now, everybody else, I don't know what their intentions were, but I knew what mine was, and I was, but it is what it is, y'all. I hope that you all have a great week, and I will see y'all for the full moon reading. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get it out before Thursday, before Friday, because that's when it is. I'll try to get it out before Friday. But I got, I'll be moving around this week, so I'll try to get it out before Friday. But if not, it'll either come Friday night or Saturday morning. Alright, so I thank you all for tuning in with me, and I'll see you all on the next reading. Alright? Later.